Welcome to the Range Podcast. I'm Ricky Bruley, and with me is Jake Hollywood Iverson. Join us at the archery range, where we'll tell stories from the hunt, discuss technical bow shooting tactics and gear, and pick the brains of some of the most successful people to ever shoot a bow. Whether you're about to shoot that X for the win or send an arrow at a trophy buck, this podcast is for you. The Range Podcast is brought to you by Vapor Trail Archery, makers of the best bowstrings money can buy, originators of limb-driven arrow rest technology, and innovators of Stokerized stabilizer systems. Welcome to The Range, everybody. I'm your host, Ricky Bruley. Thank you all for joining us so much today. Not a lot to talk about right now. We're kind of at most hunting seasons are at a close. There's some target stuff that's opening up, but I do not have my cohort, Mr. Hollywood, here with me to discuss that a little bit. He's more in tune with what's going on in that area, although I don't know that he's had much time to pay attention to that either, because here we are, we're in the swing of getting prepped for the show season, most notably at this moment, the Archery Trade Association show, which is in Indianapolis this year, and it has been just pretty crazy trying to get prepped for that. Vapor Trail, we've got a couple new products coming out between Vapor Trail and Stokerized, so we're getting ramped up for that. Publication ads, getting taken care of, press releases, booking hotels, booking rental cars, flights to get people from out of state to fly in to hang out with us in the booth. And so that's kind of been what's been going on. So yeah, we did miss an episode last week. It's been just wild trying to get this stuff going. It seems like everything, we feel like we're prepped and we're working on things early and ahead of time. But you know how that stuff kind of goes. We can never predict how the busy season's going to be, what our crew is going to look like, all those kinds of things. So we are scrambling. Well, I wouldn't say scrambling, but just making sure we have everything ready for the holidays, especially with Christmas and New Year's kind of falling in the middle of the week. That kind of throws a wrench into everything. So, but a couple things I wanted to talk about today. One of the big ones, if anybody's been paying attention to the Vapor Trail social channels, or if you're signed up for our newsletter, you'll know that we are running a 12 Days of Christmas giveaway. Every dollar spent at vaportrailarchery.com gets you an entry to win a limited edition Victor Arrow Rest. We've got it in 3 custom finishes. We've got it in the what we call Adobe, and that matches the Hoyt Georgia Clay. We've got the Grizzly color, which is brown, that will match Matthew's Kodiak brown. And then we've also got an OD green, and that matches Sage and Prime Morel and a few of the other green colors that are out there on the market. So pretty cool opportunity. There's only 3 of these things going to be made. So and you cannot purchase this. You can only win it. You have to go to vaportrailarchery.com. You have to make a purchase. And honestly, I mean, just head over there, buy a sticker pack, buy a Nalgene bottle, buy a T-shirt. That'll give you several entries to win in our Black Friday giveaway that we just recently had. In fact, I've emailed all of the winners. So if you did not get an email, unfortunately, you did not win. However, we had a gentleman that purchased a tube of crossbow rail lube that was $10, and he ended up winning himself a free set of bowstrings. So make sure you head on over to vaportrailarchery.com, make a purchase, and you could win that limited edition Victor Arrow Rest. The next thing I wanted to talk about a little bit, and Hollywood and I talked about this in the last episode, but Tricer is running a huge giveaway right now at their website, and they're giving over like $50,000 worth of gear. We've got 40 plus brands on board with this. It's called Better Than the Hunt. So head on over to tricer.com, check that out, make a donation. It's for a great cause. It's for an organization called R225, and so what that does is it supports children in foster care, their families, and the people in their communities. So make sure you head on over there, check that out, make a donation. That'll get you entered in to win a number of different prizes. We've got a Victor arrow rest that we're putting on, a bow package that includes, I think it's a dozen Easton arrows. You get broadheads, you get dialed sight. There's going to be a Victor arrow rest on there. And so make sure you head on over to Tricer and donate, help the kids. And so yeah, aside from that, like I said, I don't have a lot to talk about today. Just figured I'd jump on a little bit and let you guys know what all is going on. We got, like I said, couple new products coming out, so keep an eye on Vapor Trail and on Stokerized. We've got some really cool stuff coming out. Really excited about finally getting this stuff launched. And then, of course, we're already in the process of brainstorming and thinking about what the next thing is that we're going to do. And I think we got some really cool ideas. So we got some good stuff coming down the pipe there as well. ATA show this year, there is going to be a retail side of that show called the Super Show, and so that's going to be open to everybody. So come on in, come say hi to us. We got a giant booth this year. We got a 20 by 20. We're going to set up the big Rockstar stage, and we'll have our booth split between Vapor Trail and Stokerized. So make sure you come on out and see us. We're going to be doing something really cool each day of the show. Something huge. So make sure if you're in the area or if you plan on traveling down there, if you're going to be at the Rushmore Rumble, be sure to come into the show. Come see us at booth 207. And yeah, we'll chat it up and hopefully you can get in there. We can talk about some of the new products that we have coming out. You can take a look. We'll do some demos. You can see what's going on with everything here at Vapor Trail. And what else do we got going on? Yeah, like I said, hunting season's closing down here. I did get a chance to spend a week out in North Dakota. Just in case you hadn't listened to the previous episode, I was hoping to get back out, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. It's just been kind of a crazy year. Things have been tight financially, as it has been for a lot of people, I think, and so kind of trying to squirrel away all of our acorns right now, and so I didn't get a chance to get back out there. Unfortunately, I did get a chance to spend one day in a tree, and I hope to get back out and spend more days in the trees, especially as my daughter's getting older. We'll start getting out a little bit more, but again, just one of those years where it's been really tight. Any time that I've had free has been spent on trying to build some things, working on trying to kind of move the needle forward in a few different areas. And so that's what's been going on there. But that's about all I got for you guys. Sorry, but short and sweet. And, make sure you head over. You can watch the video version of this episode on the Vapor Trail YouTube channel. So head on over there, give us a like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you can be up to date on all things archery. And, of course, if you're listening, please head on over, give us a rating and a review. If you have any suggestions or any questions or anything like that, you can always shoot me an email at rick@vaportrailarchery.com. And that's about all I got for you guys. So thanks so much for joining. Hope you have a Merry Christmas. And we'll see you on the next one. We're going to pack up our bows, and I'm hitting the range. Have a great day, everybody. Vapor Trail is now offering an exclusive discount to the Range Podcast listeners. Enter promo code TRP15, that's TRP15, at checkout for 15% off VTX bowstrings and Vapor Trail and Stokerized branded t-shirts, hats, and other gear.